evening. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Welcome to round 56 of Eat the Buckle, the podcast that puts two horror movies in a head-to-head matchup where the loser will remain in the ring another week, and we will be forced to watch it repeatedly until we've determined the worst horror movie ever made. This week's challenger is 2003's House of the Dead versus, for a fourth time, 1999's House on Haunted Hill. I'm Jared, and with me as always are my two co-hosts, Josh and Aaron. And on that mercenary note, let the games begin!
Oh,
Gentlemen!
there it is.
Fourth time.
Hey!
How you doing?
The
fellas?
Battle of Houses, something that we think we'd see on HGTV.
Where's Bob Vila when you need him?
1 foot in the grave.
Is he still with us?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. But he hasn't been on this old house for like 30 years at this point.
Is that what he's famous from?
That and when he got too big for PBS, he went out on his own.
He's still alive.
Well, good for him.
And he looks like an old Guy Fieri. I was at the grocery store a day or two after our last record, and first of all, as I was in there, the Gin Blossoms started playing.
Hey, Jealousy?
No, not Hey Jealousy. The Whispers in the Bus Stop. I heard about nights out in the schoolyard.
Found out about you, Jealousy.
That is such a good song. And that's been in my head since I heard it. And I actually got in the car, and on the drive home I played it, and then played it on repeat over and over, and I was like, this song rules. In fact, that whole album's a banger. But the thing that's stuck with me more is I was in the checkout, the self-checkout, and I had a little bit of alcohol, if you can believe it.
No.
It's purchasing.
No.
And so one of the young men had to come over and check my ID before I could proceed with my purchase. And he comes over and he looks at me, and I was getting my ID out, and he's like, nah, you look like you're over 21. And I go, barely. And he laughed and laughed, like hysterical laughter. And I was like, people were looking at it. I was like, yeah, that was a good one, huh? I felt really good about myself. And then I don't know what this says about my neuroses or psycho mind, but I walked to the car feeling like, that was good. I made him laugh. I made his day. But then as I'm driving home, I was like, he was fucking with me, wasn't he?
Yes.
That little son of a bitch has heard that joke so many times, and he was just making sport of me by laughing that hard, wasn't he?
Doing that exaggerated cackle.
He looked at you and said, this is a man that needs laughter in his life.
He saw the amount of booze I was buying and frozen dinners and cat food. And but now that's all I've thought about is that little motherfucker. And next time I went today and bought a little booze. Or not today. Last time I went and got some booze, I was hoping he'd be there again so I could do it again and see if he reacted the same way, or if he'd be like, yeah, good one, man.
How often do you go to the grocery store?
Like at least every other day, sometimes multiple times a day.
Why? I was going to say at most, I thought you would say twice a week, like beginning and end to get fresh stuff.
I go quite a bit. I kind of just don't, I'm not good at planning ahead, and I'll just kind of buy what I need for a dinner or two. And
so you do it that's like the European way of grocery shopping. You just go to the market and get what you need for the day.
Yeah. If you can walk,
it's not far. It's like a 2-minute drive, and more often than not, I won't make a list, and I'll just be overconfident in my ability to remember things, and come back and be like, start making dinner, and be like, fuck, I forgot the cumin or the the carrot sticks, and I'll have to go back and get more shit.
Cumin and carrots.
Oh, I think those were the last two things I forgot. I'm have to go back for. But I can't stop thinking about that little asshole now. At first I thought he was my buddy, and now I'm mad at him.
You're gonna just keep. You're gonna go. This is gonna turn into like a psychological thriller where you go back every day looking for him. Just tell him the joke again.
1 hour photo style, just
Yeah, that's
standing
what-
outside his house.
Is this funny? Does this make you laugh?
His mom comes to the door and she's like, "You're too old to be behaving like this." And you're like, "Barely."
Brown bag full of booze. They'll know who I am. My calling card. But you guys are agreeing with me that he was fucking with me, or was he just being like polite? And but it was like,
You're a funny dude. Maybe your delivery just really tickled him.
it was a demonstrative laugh. Now that looking
Well,
have you gone back to watch him at his place of business, to stalk
No.
him and observe if he acts like that with other people or coworkers?
I thought,
No.
is he maybe like the guy that works at the fish counter at the grocery store that you told me
no,
about?
not that guy.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen this guy before or since, and he was maybe like, he didn't seem old enough to be checking IDs in the first place.
He
I don't know
probably
if there's
even
a
an
requirement there. I would think there'd be a requirement for.
It is, at least in
Yeah.
this state.
at least 18 thing.
He seemed barely out of his short pants.
Oh wow.
So I don't know, but that's what's been on my mind all week, and it's been fucking me up.
So you just drinking booze, listening to Gin Blossoms, and thinking about that young man who laughed too hard at your stupid.
I've been giving myself gin blossoms, listening to gin blossoms.
Were you just wringing your hands out like white knuckled on the steering wheel?
Yeah, I was mad.
Seriously? Wow.
And I mean, not like that bad, but I have thought about it quite a bit since then. I thought about driving back and like being like, oops, forgot something, and seeing if I could crack another joke. And
No, that was the perfect time to be like, if you think that's funny, you should listen to Eat the Buckle, available anywhere where you get your podcasts.
I had my joke in mind. I had my set. I was gonna go back immediately, like turn around and go back, and hope he'd still be there, and have like ring him up and ask, and then if he waited on me, I'd be like, "See you soon," or something like that. See you in a minute.
So you have enough brain power to come up with 30-second spots for open mic night, but yet you don't have enough brain capacity to plan your trip out so that you're not going to the store every other day.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I don't. This is just a deep dive into my fucking stupid brain.
I'm enjoying it.
That sounds like a segue.
Mm-hmm. We could segue. I feel like I dominated that whole conversation.
I thought it was
No.
worth it.
No, that was definitely a you spotlight.
Sorry, guys. Today's all about me.
We got to build you back up.
Yeah. This first movie is House of the Dead. Released October 10th, 2003. Had a budget of 12 million. Gentlemen, did it eat the buckle? What do you think?
It ate the buckle.
It had to.
It made 13.2 million. So
Oh no.
it made 1 million over budget. Written by Mark A. Altman, Dan Bates, Dave Parker. Directed by, is it Uwe?
I went directly to a source that has a college degree in German, and I was told to say Uwe.
Uwe Bowl.
Uwe Bowl.
Thank you, unnamed source, who I know absolutely who that is. Uwe Boll. Starring a who's who of who the fuck is that? Jonathan Cherry, Tyron Lieslow, Clint Howard. Well, that's a who's who.
I was gonna say Yeah.
Ona Grauer, L. Cornell, Will Sanderson, Anuka Okuma, and Kira Clavel. If you've ever played a shitty video game and thought, man, it would be awesome if some dipshits decided to make something even incomprehensibly shittier. Well, here you go.
Uh-huh.
Guys, off the top rope. I can't. I've seen some dog shit, some horse shit in my day, but this is the Mr. Ed of horse shits.
Instead of going off the top rope, this is where the toe of your boot gets stuck on the back of the turnbuckle. You just end up falling flat on your fucking face on the canvas.
There were a lot of familiar faces from Dark Match.
Oh, were there?
Yeah, Jonathan Cherry was featured in Dark Match.
Mm-mm.
And who else? Maybe Liberty was in Dark Match.
Liberty?
Kira Clavel.
She was my favorite part of the movie, I must say.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. No, it wasn't her.
See her in that. I don't know, man.
I will say this much. I didn't do a lot. I didn't do my normal amount of research because I watched this last night at the end of Working Women's Wednesday. So I only have my notes to go off of, and there's more. As you know, I color code mine. There's more me asking questions for you to answer for me today than there are actual observations of said movie.
Well, if it's hindering on my observation of the movie to answer your questions, I don't think I'll be able to do that.
So the plot of this movie is basically a group of friends who's trying to get to a rave. They hire a fisherman and his first mate, who is Clint Howard.
Don't sell Captain Kirk short. That's Jurgen Pinchau from the actual movie U-Boat. Or excuse me, Das Boot.
Das
Boot.
The Das Boot and Clint Howard. Clint Howard is, by the way, wearing a rain slicker. Even though there's no rain, it's like a bright sunny day when they stumble across him.
That was to help cover up the $2 hook hand that they bought him from fucking Spirit Halloween clearance sale.
So anyway, they go on this trip to a rave, which is apparently on a haunted island, and chaos ensues as zombie spirits, whatever the fuck it was on the island, basically mow them down.
Yeah, loosely based on the, I think, 1996 video arcade game, House of the Dead. And my first note was, oh my god, I can't believe they put the intro, the entire 3-4 minute opening credits, the backdrop was the video game.
But not the video game. It was like the video game through a filter, as if you were on hallucinogenic drugs at a rave.
Yes, but I couldn't.
Well, the Prodigy played.
It wasn't the Prodigy.
It wasn't even the Prodigy.
It was.
It was 10 years too late to be the Prodigy.
It was the Progeny.
It was Urinal's favorite band, Code Thrasher.
Code Thrasher. He'll be in AEW next week. I'm the Code Thrasher. Wrestling a dinosaur kid or some dumb shit.
Wrestling the Beast Morte.
But so I says to myself, surely that's got to be the worst directorial decision made in this movie.
Nope.
But then about, I don't know, 100 times there's jump scares, interstitial cuts of the video game of a 12-bit zombie pixelated popping up on the screen.
I think he went through almost all the George Lucas edits like a wipe.
Yes.
And then when he got tired of doing that, he just switched to showing the video game as a jump scare between scenes. That's my recollection.
I couldn't believe this movie. Now, I meant what I said. I've seen some horse shit on my, and especially during this the run of this podcast. I've never seen a worse directed. Every bad decision, anytime he should have zigged, he zagged. And I've never seen worse decision making as a director. And this thing was fucking terrible.
Bad.
I thought about this while I cleaned the tub today. Michael Eklund was the other guy from Dark Match who played Hugh. Anyway, that's not what I was thinking. I thought, how old was Uwe when he directed this? Because I was going to give the man a pass because, you know, the three of us, if we were in our mid-20s or early 20s, we would probably come up with something like this and think it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Do you know how old Mr. Bull was when this movie came out?
I would say 60. I don't know, but in his 60s.
He
Josh?
is 60 right now.
Okay.
So do that math.
So
Yeah, do that math real
my
quick.
age.
He was 43 or 44, so
Yeah.
I've surpassed that. Josh has surpassed that. Jared's working on it.
He had not yet had his colonoscopy. We could
No.
maybe
Yeah,
he
figured
became
out
older and wiser once he had
how
it.
filled with shit he is.
This. Good God, man!
One of the things that House of the Dead, the video game, is like one of the cheesy classic things of it is how bad the voice acting is.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow the acting in the movie is worse. Like every line is delivered as if there is an infant sleeping 5 feet away from them that they're trying not to wake up.
They're doing like the quiet yell,
Yeah.
like you do. Come on, come on! You know.
Or they'll be like, we need to get out of here now.
I guess you could give him the benefit of the doubt and say he did all AR because he was a big fan of like Italian horror movies where that's standard. But I mean, everybody in this movie was either British, Canadian, or
Native.
American, or at least a native of those two countries. That I don't know why you did it except just to, I guess, make it easier shooting in British Columbia.
I think that's giving him way too much credit to prescribe any sort of intention on why he did shitty voiceovers or any decision making in this movie. It was because he fucking sucks. This thing was a travesty.
Like
We were joking. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The beginning, they keep cutting to who ultimately ends up being the hero of the film, but you don't even see him till halfway through the movie, except for at the very beginning where there's just like a quick like 10-second scene of him at the rave, and he's like, and that was just the beginning of the trouble. It's like it cuts to a completely different group of characters that you follow.
Yeah,
have all the charisma of a bag of laundry.
Oh yeah,
There's just nothing going on with them.
you could rename this movie Trope the Movie.
Oh, speaking of raves, now my wife, while we were dating, was into the rave scene and rave culture, unfortunately.
I was going to ask questions about this.
Yeah, how many Sega sponsored raves did you go to?
Do you think that's why Sega went down? It was because of this movie.
Because they were a sponsor of the Fire Festival.
Well, I never went to any raves that were called, what was it called? The biggest, I had a note here. The Rave of the Year. I never went to anything called the Rave of the Year that had one keg and a bunch of solo cups. And I can tell you right now, none of those people, none of them looked like anyone you would see that were really into going to raves. Like, they didn't wear fucking British Knights and Jordache chick jeans.
Yeah, there's that one guy that's got like Neo Matrix sunglasses on the boat. And then you see his fucking BK bright ass grandpa white sneaks on.
The second those dudes showed up, they would have been booted for looking like narcs. Uh-oh, here comes the boat full of fucking narcos.
It looked
Get
like
them
the
outta
Christian
here.
missionaries were coming to prophesize to everybody at the rave, is what they looked like.
Their sports jackets and their checkered button-up shirts.
Oh my god.
All
All you had to do was Google raver and see, like, again, a Spirit Halloween prepackaged costume of raver guy. And you would have had a better idea of how to dress these fucking people.
Were some of these guys on the screen younger than the guy that you were complaining about at the grocery store? Because one note that I did make was that all the guys look like they just got out of high school, and all the women look like their stepmoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, chaperoning them. as
Yeah.
they go. The biggest rave of the year.
Now we do, however, get our first introduction, or our introduction to Liberty, my favorite character in the movie.
Sure.
The beautiful Asian woman wearing the American flag. What do you call that? A pantsuit?
It was a halter top jumpsuit.
Yeah. But she actually, as the movie continues, she becomes my favorite because she's like the rest of them. Once the action kicks in and they're fighting off hordes of Halloween City zombies, she's out there like fucking chest kicking them with stiletto heels and like doing hand-to-hand fighting while the rest are like all huddled up with their guns, like just shooting, and they just leave her. They leave the poor woman to die. Like,
She's been on screen long enough, and so her time was done.
how about that action scene though?
Which one?
The big shootout after they get the crate.
Trying to get back into the house.
Captain Kirk gets the crate of weapons and arms them all heavily, and suddenly they all know how to handle automatic weapons and shotguns. And
Where the only thing used more than the interstitial cuts of the video game is the 360 slow-mo camera.
yes,
Jesus Christ, man.
Which I do remember reading that it was dangerous to use. Like, how is that a thing that was dangerous to use? Because wouldn't it just be like a track that you rotated?
it is literally just a track with a camera on it that just spins around real fast.
Right?
Maybe if done by a competent director, set designer, whatever, cameraman, rigger, whatever. But I doubt Uwe Boll was using everything at his disposal that he could.
And it goes on for like 10 minutes of them just like
Dude.
the same thing over and over again.
I'm pretty sure that's where you and I started watching it. That fateful Halloween morning where we're like, oh no, this is terrible.
No, I think we didn't. I think we caught the very end when it was just the two of them left. But I don't want to give away the ending quite yet.
No.
Was that a thing from the game? I have questions because I don't remember playing the game that much.
No.
It was just like Area 51 or Aerosmith's Rockin' video game where it was just a stand-up shooter. It wasn't like Time Crisis where you had to step on the trigger, right? Like on the floor.
It was rails, so like you're on rails, it just moves.
Right.
And you move with it, and you just shoot things that I guess kind of resembled zombies.
The scene with Captain Kirk on the boat where the zombies are coming up over the side of the boat, he keeps like going back and forth across it to blast them. That is the most like the game that you get in this movie, is because he's just like turning back and forth, blasting anything that appears in his peripheral vision.
The scene where the water is boiling for some reason.
I thought we were going to see piranhas because those were part of the
Why was the water boiling?
It was a hot spring.
Is that true, or you?
I mean, there are things called hot springs.
Yanking my chain.
Hold on, wait. To get back to so during that shootout, sorry, I didn't take notes, so my thoughts are a little erratic. But during that big action scene, when Liberty dies, and then it shows the vanilla hero like watching her go down, and it like zooms in on his face, and you think he's gonna like it's gonna cut to like a meaningful like remembrance of her, and instead they just play back the entire shooting scene again in quick cut.
Yep. His face. I think it was his face, or maybe Greg's. It's the same face that I make looking at a Hardee's drive-through menu at 7 a.m. Not like I'm concerned that a human being just died violently. It's what the fuck am I looking at? I don't go here enough. I don't understand what I'm looking at. That's the same face this stupid director was like, yes, do this. This is your reaction shot to this woman dying. Horribly eaten to death.
Oh my god. I was just trying not to spit take. Looking at a menu. Why when each time a character died?
They all look pretty chill about it.
Most time it would just like they'd be in the middle of an action like about to get torn up by zombies, then it would just go to like a completely different set.
360 cam shot.
Yeah, where it's just them in a room, like it looks like a black room with like red lighting as it 360s around them. And then it fades to red. Again. Why?
Fades to red, and then a quick cut to the video game, and then back to whatever disjointed scene comes next.
That didn't happen in the video game, and it's not like the movie itself shies away from violence, so that's why. Like, what decision making is that?
You're also selling short the stand-in for Booyah Tribe.
Oh my!
During that scene.
Dude, that song was kicking.
No.
House of the Dead song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hide or where you bear witness.
I was going to look up the lyrics so I could sing it to you guys.
I had it. It was an alt for the intro when I introduced you guys. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that.
No.
Woo!
All right. This is where I'd like to ask some questions, and I'd like to get them answered. In your all's judgment, or best case estimate, over the years, how many tits has Clint Howard been exposed to filming a scene?
Question to your question.
Yes.
What woman is completely calm and perfect when she's topless and turns around and sees Clint Howard standing right in front of her?
Somebody,
except for his wife.
somebody that
No other woman that is that.
I bet even his wife gets the willies every day.
I would say someone that is in the sex industry.
Someone who's ready to go to the best
Someone that is calloused
calloused
and just browbeat to this is part and parcel with what happens in my line of work. Is having to make small talk and laugh at. See, I don't think she laughed like Jared got the laugh.
No. No, she treated it like it wasn't even a nervousness to it. It was, she just turns around topless and Clint Howard's there and she's just like, oh, hey. And then like whatever the stupid dialogue is between them.
Well, she was taking control of her situation and her agency and said, look at him, you little fuck. You look a day over 21.
You creepy little son of a bitch. I would have to know how many movies he's been in total and then times it by, I'd say 5, and I think you'd get it pretty accurate.
I'm going to go out on a limb and bring up this old thread that I'm sure he's on Cameo, and we could just ask him to answer that for $30 to $90.
Okay.
Don't look it up yet, because I'll need in 3 months.
Mossman Zombie, that looked good. That's a positive. Towards the very end.
Some of the zombies looked okay.
Where we suddenly had that subplot about how there was some kind of evil priest.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
That was Act 3. We didn't need this. It
And
was as if he tried to make a sequel to The Fog. And they just went further up the coast and ended up north of Vancouver.
But the priest was the guy who was with them that they found in the shitter in the porta potty with the grandpa pants on.
No,
He died in the water, didn't he?
But
he put his face on. He was the guy with all the scars and like sutures.
Yeah,
that he pulled that face off.
I missed that. Okay. Jesus, Pete.
I guess this is where I'm going to say, and you're going to make a loud noise when I say this. I didn't think this was that bad.
You're a.
Now it was terrible, but it wasn't.
It was okay. Yes. Stop. Nope. Period. Period.
Okay.
It was enjoyably terrible.
Whoa.
Yes, like it's not Birdemic where it's horse shit, or Sharknado where it's horse shit for horse shit's sake. It was a more competent Bunnyman Massacre. I don't really like the movie at all. I wouldn't watch it again, but I have seen shit that will turn you white, and this was not shit that will turn you white. This was just, this guy had money, God bless. He didn't know what he was doing, God bless, and he still makes movies. We don't. I that's all I can say. And apparently he does boxing matches with people, or at least he used to.
I was going to talk about this.
Okay. But just sitting down and watching the movie after working Women's Wednesday, it was fine. It was fine. It was dumb, terrible.
It was fine.
But
hold on.
it was a way to spend 80 some minutes.
I know a lot of times on here just for shits and giggles and reactionary things. I feign anger a lot. I'm fucking mad that you just said, and you agreed with him. Shame on both of you motherfuckers. It was fine. That is egregious.
I said it was enjoyably terrible.
But okay.
The jokes were terrible. Like that whole thing about the U-boat captain.
Everything was awful about the movie.
Clint Howard looking like the Gordon's fisherman. That was funny.
I can't go on.
But everything else was terrible.
Except for Liberty. Liberty.
Speaking of which, how about the sex scene Liberty Liberty made me think of when they're about to have sex and the fucking frat boy ravers like hubby bubby bubby hubby bubby.
Yeah, like hubby bubby, or like whatever. Yeah, and then immediately he's like, "I have to pee," and she's like, "Then go pee," and he's like, "I said I have to pee."
And that wasn't played for laughs. It wasn't. That's just how Uwe Boll thinks fucking college ravers behave.
Maybe that's how he behaved as a young man.
Yeah, maybe that's how West Germans behave at raves, Jared. Maybe that's what they wear because they that's all they could afford, Jared.
I read once that Uwe Boll, and the only reason he is making movies is because of basically like the tax credits you get.
The tax loophole. Yeah.
So he's basically making these movies for zero money out of his own pocket.
They closed it because of him.
Yes.
They closed the loophole because he took advantage of it so much that they said no more.
Fuck him. He's made like 7 video game movies. He has this. He has Blood Rain. He has Alone in the Dark. He has Postal. Remember Postal? No one fucking. He made a fucking.
He also made a movie called In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege movie. So he didn't call it a dungeon siege. He called it In the Name of the King, a dungeon siege.
I have muted myself twice and screamed "God damn it" at the top of my lungs because of this motherfucker and because of you motherfuckers, and I can't do this anymore.
So here's an actual fun fact about Uwe, which Aaron alluded to. In 2006, he challenged several of his harshest critics to a put up or shut up boxing matches to counter negative reviews of his movies. He ended up fighting 4 critics and beat every single one's ass.
Hey, sign me up. I will fight this motherfucker.
There's video of it online. You can see him fighting his critics.
That's hilarious. What do his critics look like? The kid that checked me out at Hannaford.
It was like one of the kids from G4, which I think it was Sean Baby actually was like, yeah, I'll fight him, because apparently, and I didn't know this till last night, Sean Baby did like Muay Thai boxing. Which back in the day, kids, you actually used to go to websites instead of just sit on TikTok or go to Reddit. You would go to things called a website where you would go to individual tastes and personalities that you would read their content. You didn't just like sit on a subreddit. You went to an actual website and you could read all of Sean Baby's stuff. But apparently he went to fight for some kid at G4, which it was either the stringy bleached blonde guy or the little guy that looked like he was 3 feet tall. Whichever one it was, he was like, I'll go on and fight this motherfucker. And then once he was like, what do you weigh? How tall are you? What's your reach? And he found out that he was a professionally trained fighter. He was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yep.
I'll take him down because I'll be fighting with the.
He's a 60-year-old man now.
Yeah, good. I'll have a chance, but I will take him the fuck down. I'll be fighting with the passion and burning rage of a million suns, and I will destroy him for what he did to my Sunday afternoon.
I don't even think someone like David Lynch or John Waters has as many documentaries about him as Uwe does. That's the other thing, is there's so many people that are just like, let's make a documentary about him. He writes books. He's gone to the Razzies. I mean, he owns up to it. So
yeah, I mean, well, when you don't have any skin in the game, you're making movies for fucking free and just raking in the whatever cash came off of it.
The amount of tits in this movie has lots of skin in the game. If you know,
there's a lot of breasts in the movie. That's a positive.
Well, between like all the video game movie franchises he has and the astronomical amount of sequels for all of them, this man probably has like at least 15 video game movies.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. Fuck this guy. I can't. I'm done.
Well, there you go.
So that was that movie. I wouldn't recommend it.
It's fine.
I've never. I mean, seriously.
Fine,
seriously, like there are movies, and I'm not trying to sound like inside baseball. I'm cooler than you. I'm just saying there are movies that have a perception in the general population of like, oh, this is the worst bad movie ever, like a top 10 list. And if you ever go look at like those lists, they're always shitty B movies that aren't fun. Like a good B movie, will have all the highlights, and you could sit around, like the three of us could sit around in a room and sit there and make fun of it and laugh at it. And then there's like the slogs that are Bunny Man Massacre. This was like the fine line between those two, but it's just like, I don't think I've ever seen Troll 2, because I'm going to watch it and just be like, why did everyone think this was so bad? Like, it's bad. I'll grant you that, but it's from things that we have watched even in the last 55 weeks, we have seen stuff that makes this look like an Oscar winner.
Oh, wait. Did we?
Oh, my goodness.
We didn't talk about the very end, Jared. I thought you would have you would have just been salivating over the fencing match finale as clearly paying homage to Waxwork.
It does. He ripped that off too.
I don't. What?
I think he took notes about dialogue from episode 1. Then he riffed on the fog. He riffed on Waxwork. He riffed on
Everyone rips on
any zombie movie.
Now, great movies that have ripped off Waxwork, Cabin in the Woods,
Don't.
and House of the Dead.
I will. You got now. You're just both trying to make me mad.
No, you're mad. I can see that.
Like razzing you up.
I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. I shouldn't be this angry about
This is how the podcast ends.
You should, Jared, take a deep breath and ask Josh.
what the fuck is wrong with him for picking
No.
that.
No. We haven't picked.
Hey. No, he picked this movie that we're talking about. This
Oh,
was your
sure.
fault. This was your. Hey, do you want to play a game?
I want to play a game.
I got a new one for you guys. Busted
Oh, okay.
out all kinds of new. I've been really inspired lately after
Look
making
at
that young man.
Uwe making your creative juices go.
This game, what did I call it? Hold on, let me find it.
Is it called Outlaw?
Oh, this one's called Outlaw. This one's called Historical Dead Chord.
What?
What?
Historical Dead Chord.
Historical record.
Yeah.
Oh.
Deadcore. I gotcha.
I'm gonna
Can you do a Cobra Commander voice? Can you do that?
I gotta think. Historical Dead Chord.
Yeah,
Is that what Cobra Commander sounds like?
Close, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We're gonna take you down memory lane, and I'm gonna there's 7 rounds. Do you guys want to buzz in or take turns? I don't know how this should work.
We'll buzz in, saying our names.
Buzz in if you think you know the answer. No, we'll take turns. Sorry. Each round, I'll give you 3 movies that we have seen that have gone up against each other.
Okay.
And what you have to do is tell me which one had the lowest score according to Rotten Tomatoes. So, was their choice accurate to our choice? So, 3 movies that in our life have gone up against each other.
Okay.
Did they choose? So
we would rank like
you'll
one
just tell
being...
me. You'll just tell me which one has the lowest of the 3.
Okay,
on
of the
Rotten
3.
Tomatoes. Yes.
Okay.
So, first round, Josh, you always go first because you really want to play the game.
I do want to play the game.
Your set of 3 is House on Haunted Hill, House of the Dead, or House of Rape. Demon Seed.
House on the Haunted Hill, House of the Dead, or Demon Seed.
Yep. Which one of those has the lowest score? on
House of
Rotten
the Dead.
You say House of the Dead. Josh, you are correct with 3% rating. House on Haunted Hill had 31 and Demon Seed had 57. Can you believe that?
Almost certifiably fresh.
Critic ratings. There are some that didn't have critic ratings, so I went by the audience ratings. I'll tell you which ones those are. And also, one of these is a tie. Just putting it out there.
Okay. All 3?
2 of them are the lowest one is tied with another.
Okay.
Aaron, your set of
Yes.
3 for Historical Dead Chord is Lawnmower Man, TerraVision, or Slaughterhouse.
See, this is a problem because Slaughterhouse is going to have robots pumping it up. L-Man, no one's going to bat for L-Man.
Nope.
And my brain is riddled.
Director.
What was the other one?
TerraVision.
TerraVision.
Based on critic records.
Are you going to
And
tell us when there's one that ties?
I'm not
And
going to
it's-
tell you.
This one's critic. Okay.
You'll have to decide for yourselves if you think it's a tie. I've given you the you now know there's some that tie. You'll just have to
Okay.
take it. I'll tell you the ones that tie when it gets to it, but
Terror Vision.
it is TerraVision.
Wow.
8%.
That's about right.
I agree with the critics.
Followed by L Man with 35% and Slaughterhouse with 62%.
Told you.
Exactly.
So you're 1-0.
There's
Next
unpaid
one.
interns working overtime for that one.
No, you know those. You see these poor Asian people in front of a bank of 36 cell phones. That's what happened there. There's one Asian woman in her 20s just hitting 36 Android Apple phones. It's already, all she has to do is hit the button. It's already there for programmed for her. She just hits it and does it.
I love the conspiracy of it, but who's paying anyone to do that?
Look it
They
up.
didn't even have a budget for the movie. How are they paying anyone
say-
to do that?
Look it up.
For Slaughterhouse?
You
I
want
can see it,
votes?
I can
You
see
want
it for
votes? We can get you
studio movies.
votes.
I can see it for studio movies like shitty Marvel movies that always get 90.
Why aren't we
fucking percent.
paying to get our podcast?
Yeah, let's get in on that.
I think someone did when we had our big explosion in India.
That's no disrespect to all of our fans in India listening right now.
That's what I say when I order from Tandoor Kitchen. The big explosion in India is about to happen.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, how can you not laugh, guffaw at that singular
who's up?
wit? It's Joshua's
Joshua, are
turn.
you up?
I'm up.
Your set of historical dead chords is Bunnyman Massacre. It was really funny to go back and be like, oh my god, I can't believe these went up against each other. Bunnyman Massacre, Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies, or Uncle Sam.
Oh,
Again, not to steal your thunder, Josh, but Uncle Sam is an Oscar winner compared to those other two.
no, you're right. It's definitely not Uncle Sam.
And again,
And I think that Bunny
Josh
Man,
owns one of these movies now.
I do. And I hold it close to my heart. I would say Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies has the lowest rating of the three.
Gonna give you half a point because this was the tie.
Oh, Bunny Man and
Bunnyman Massacre and Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies both have 18%.
That's I knew Pro Wrestlers had 18.
And Uncle Sam had 29.
And that's still critics'
That was user score.
user score. Okay.
I can, if you want, I can tell you ahead of time from now on.
No.
Okay, Aaron, we're going back to the holidays of 2024.
Okay.
Your favorite movies in here. I'm glad you got this one. We got Jack Frost, Elves, and Red Christmas, baby.
Red Christmas has to be.
Oh, friend, I'm sorry. It's Elves with 0%.
Number
Red
one in my heart.
Red Christmas has 48. Jack Frost 16.
Oh, 0%.
And that was
Out of how many critic reviews?
critic reviews. Oh, I didn't see maybe just one. I don't know, but it was 0%.
I don't want to say, but I have done research into how to get movie ownership of movie rights
You're gonna get elves.
to get Elves. I've looked for it. I've looked to see who the current owner is, and it's basically Bezos at this point. Somewhere he on a slip of paper it says you own Elves.
Yes, and that slip of paper was flushed down Epstein's toilets. What was? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, our Patreon money's gonna have to go to something at some point. So why not?
Rake.
Yeah, some art when we remake Elves.
No, not remake.
After
when we find the originals hidden in a salt cave somewhere, probably in Pittsburgh, south of Pittsburgh, there is a giant salt cave, and I'm sure it's in there.
You just want to restore it.
I want to own it
To
so it can
glory.
be restored.
Okay. Well, first we'll get our Patreon money. Then we'll make a Species in My Feces, which will rule the box office. And then we'll
Directed
take that
by
money.
Uwe Boll.
Yeah. Hey, look, if that motherfucker can, I take back everything I say. If he can help me fund that, which
can't
I guess
because
they can't because they put the kibosh on his tricks. Who's next?
Josh.
Josh. The Mousetrap. Gruelies 4 or Leprechaun in the Hood?
You know, you just reminded me saying Mousetrap that I saw in Walmart the DVD case for Screamboat.
I've seen Screamboat,
I have not yet. But
starring one Joe DeRosa.
I have wanted to do a RIP We'll See You in Hell week where we've watched Mothman versus Screamboat.
that would be awesome.
I'd do that off pod just for funsies. But I would definitely do it on pod.
I have my choices again.
Mousetrap, Gruelies 4, or Leprechaun in the Hood?
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
I'm sorry, it's the Mousetrap.
Moose Trap.
Glad it's the Mousetrap.
The Mousetrap with
I
19%.
need to apologize. I've never been happier for being wrong.
Followed by Leprechaun at 31, Ghoulies 4 at 36. Aaron,
Hey,
you're up 1 to half point. And your 3 are...
Wait, I got one.
You got a half point.
No, I got the first one completely correct.
Did you?
yeah. Yes. It was a T-ball one.
That was before I started keeping score.
You motherfucker.
It's 1.5 to 1.
How many of these games have not gone my way because
You
you
got
fucked
me.
up the score?
I think I've only missed one, so it's 1.5 to 2.
That's not true.
The only one I missed was Elves. And I've answered 3 of them.
You've only had 2.
Get back, Uwe Boll style.
Okay.
No, you got Terror House and Elves. It was wrong. So you got one for
I got Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse. Yeah, Slaughterhouse. Terrorvision.
I got Slaughterhouse, Terrorvision.
Terrorvision.
Oh,
and
wait.
Slaughterhouse are the same. I misspoke. You got Terrorvision. Your second one was you did not guess Elves, so you were wrong.
Okay. We just got to keep you straight because you don't have a audio-visual interface for us to keep track.
So he has 2 and I have 1.5.
He has 1 and you have 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just run with it.
Okay.
Cheerleader Camp, The Gate,
Uh-huh.
or Demonic Toys. This is Josh Aaron's.
This is Josh. This is mine. I'll answer it. It's
Put
cheerleader
me
camp.
to bed. I'm so mad.
Check
You're
your blood
saying
pressure,
cheerleader
Jared.
camp.
Cheerleader camp has to be below the
Got
gate.
some Bob Huggins face going on. Cheerleader Camp is correct. It's 2 to 1.5. The Gate had 46%. Demonic Toys had 28%. Those were user reviews, by the way.
I predict Madman Foot this weekend with how red your face is right now. It looks like you've been in the sun today.
The face
Josh.
of a man who just gets home from the grocery store and all I can do is think of asshole.
You're down in your basement stewing.
It's the lighting. Remember Soda Popinski from Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
Yep.
He had like that purple face. I feel like that's what I look like.
Vodka jumping.
I just imagine you've been pacing Henry Rollins style, just left and right in your basement.
my
From the
Cut off.
steps to the bar, steps to the bar.
shirtless cut off jeans.
He hasn't spoken America in days.
Slapping at your head. All right, Josh's turn.
Last one.
Thank
This one,
God.
I had. Okay, I'll mark this as a do not play again.
No, it was fun. Just we're dragging here.
Hey, we're having a good time. Joshua.
Yeah.
George of the Jungle, Encino Man, or Monkey Bone? Because I will incorporate the Monkey Boy in every game we play from now on.
Monkey Bone.
I'm sorry. It was Encino Man.
You've got to be fucking kidding.
Encino Man 17, Monkey Bone 21, George of the Jungle 56, and that's how you play historical dead chord.
Speaking of historical dead chord, he's playing fucking Dwight Eisenhower.
Like the dead bloated corpse of
He looks like he's playing. He should be Mussolini, not fucking Dwight Eisenhower.
Is Uwe Boll directing it? Because that sounds like a decision he might make for that.
I didn't. Honestly, I just saw it like 10 minutes before we signed on here.
You were looking up Monkey Boy news before?
No, it just came up. It just came up.
You were boning up on Monkey Boy news.
Once a night, Eric sits down and texts Brendan Fraser into Google. It just hits search.
No, we texted. He said, "Hey, by the way, my new trailer dropped tonight. I hope you get a chance to give me some notes on it."
What's it called? Is it called Ike?
I honestly, I have no idea. I really don't. I'm sorry to come empty-handed. Let me look.
Sounds like something Hollywood would fucking do, right? A picture about Eisenhower called Ike.
No, it's not. It's more about him being all tore up over the D-Day stuff. I don't know.
Him taking a shit, worrying about D-Day.
I mean, he looks. Oh, there it is. If you look up Brendan Fraser,
I'll put it on.
Apparently it's called Pressure.
Fraser. Oh, we're getting a screen share.
There's the
Folks
screen
at home.
share.
Oh no! What? That looks like current day fucking actual Frasier.
It looks like Bob
Chelsea
Costas.
How is that Lyndon B?
Not Lyndon B. Johnson.
Sorry, Eisenhower. How's that Eisenhower? Either way, it looks more like it Lyndon B. Johnson than Eisenhower.
Pressure.
Like, just shave his head. He can do it.
It's Anthony Maras. He's done some stuff.
Who else is in it?
The
Pauly
one
Shore.
guy, what's his face, that played Winters from Band of Brothers, Damian Lewis.
Oh, he can.
Glazier was in it, and they could be like Glazier, Fraser,
Frasier.
Carrie Condon sounds like a name I've heard of.
Nobody's in this.
No.
I mean, look.
I feel like this is something that was just like like, what does Fox News have, like a channel to put your grandparents or parents to sleep to?
Yeah.
Like your grandpa just, well, no, it's like Fox America or some shit like that. Anyway, this seems like it's perfect fodder for that.
He looks like Kelsey Grammer, who is Frasier. They should make a biopic of the making of Frasier with Frasier.
I mean, I don't have.
He's the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't have any ill will.
No, he seems like a really nice guy. He seems,
and I'm trying not to. I never want to be punching down.
Oh,
because
I'm dying.
Oh, there's no way I could punch down. I'm not above Brendan Fraser.
But my God,
I mean, good Lord,
You
he's
just-
a monkey boy. I don't know what to say.
he's just not Dwight Eisenhower.
Look, I was about to say, Encino Man deserves way better than a 7. I fucking love Encino Man. It's a great movie.
It's certainly better than Monkey Bone.
I've never seen either. All three of those movies I've never seen.
Hey, for my birthday, can we do a special episode where we just do a commentary of Encino Man?
Absolutely.
Look at
This This is Eisenhower around D-Day, right here.
200 pounds lighter.
You could get what's his face from Frasier.
He looks more like Uwe Boll than
What's the guy's name? I'm blanking on it. From Frasier, Niles.
yeah.
What's not? You could have got Niles to play Eisenhower, and that would have been fine.
Yeah, not Pierce Brosnan. What's his name?
David Hyde
Something
Pierce.
like that.
David Hyde Pierce.
David Hyde
thank you.
Pierce Brosnan. David Hyde Pierce Brosnan.
Even President Eisenhower, outside of war rations, doesn't look like that
Right. Yeah.
in terms of body style. I've never looked up this many photos of Dwight Eisenhower at one time. This man looks like the walking definition of whole milk and white bread.
He also looks like he was just the same. Like I think I see his grade school picture, and it looks like he's 90.
He also the man that is constantly just wandering around the fishing section at my store. 7 a.m.
Oh boy!
Someone said, "You know who we can get?" Frasier.
Frasier said, "You know who you can get?" Frasier. Okay, we gotta get on the 4th week of House on Haunted Hill.
Frasier said, "What's the movie called?" And they said, "Frasier." He said, 5 minutes.
Frasier.
Do you think they're gonna have that? I doubt they're gonna do a record drop of Robert Palmer.
Oh
No, Robert Palmer.
Wait, what's the Palmer song?
Isn't it Robert Palmer has a song about pressure? Or is it? No, wait. I'm thinking of ZZ Top.
Simply irresistible.
ZZ Top. There's that. She got me under pressure.
Yeah, I think that is ZZ Top.
Maybe when they show D-Day, they'll play that.
Definitely not Robert Palmer. I can say that.
Robert Palmer does the doctor. Give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Yes.
No, that's Huey Lewis.
No.
No?
Got a bad case of loving you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He does Simply Irresistible.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
When I was little, I used to think he was Ray Combs from Family Feud.
Robert Palmer, fuck.
He looks like Ray Combs. And he does fucking rule. That's true.
Rule.
All right, we got to talk about this movie.
No.
I have 2 notes, so I mean, I can just say them, and then we can pick our...
What's the movie?
House on Haunted Hill 99.
If you want to know a rundown of it, go back 3 weeks. Listen to that one.
No, we have to talk about it, guys. I have 2 notes.
No, I'm talking about the actual rundown.
Oh,
of what
yeah.
happens.
The rundown. The elevator pitch, the plot, all that shit. I usually at this point have a game that like a quiz or something that we do in lieu of talking about the movie. But I didn't do that this week. I apologize. Also, I worked for half the runtime of this movie. I was working, and the other half of the runtime I was making that game. So I'm using 2 notes that I have from leftover from previous weeks.
You didn't get Janet Tracy Kaiser on the case?
No.
Get your tits in there, Janet.
I think the only note I have for the movie.
You know her full name.
Is,
After 4 weeks, yes. Her boobs are all over this film. She's got her butt hanging with another lady.
she's the real MVP.
She's the engine that made House on Haunted Hill 99.
The only working part.
It made Willem Malone do his creepy Jack Nicholson nod.
What was your note, Josh? You started to say the only.
My note's not even really about the movie. Rather, it's kind of laced into it. We talked about the other movies and that were kind of like these old remakes of William Castle,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know which one we haven't mentioned? Because there's actually 4 of them.
13 Ghosts?
13 Ghosts. The
And
Haunted.
Fear.com isn't a remake, but that was on that same print, right?
Willem Malone joint.
Oh.
I don't know.
No.
Well, this is your game then. So it's not much of a game. So they did House on Haunted Hill. They did
Uh-huh.
13 Ghosts. They did Ghost Ship, which we've mentioned briefly.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
And the one that we forgot, House of Wax.
Oh, House of Wax
Starring
ain't so bad.
Paris Hilton.
I'm here to tell you, it's not that bad.
Whoa, wait a second. I remember seeing that and saying, this is a piece of shit.
It's a okay. Let me.
Paris Hilton doing a
Revise.
striptease in the movie is more terrifying than the fast, shaky ghosts in House on Haunted Hill.
I want to revise my statement.
Looks
That would be
like
that'd be like going to Lowe's and outside to the outdoor landscaping and seeing a pile of sticks like steaks unwrapped,
she looks like a.
blown in the wind.
I hate looks like jokes, but I always go to them. It appears like she's broken animatronics trying to function.
Not the best, most graceful actress. What when I say it's not that bad, I in league with the other ones you mentioned. Actually, probably the best of them all was Ghost Ship. Just because of that opening scene was insane.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And it's got Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah, true. I'd probably say House of Wax was second. It's bad, but it's way better than this and 13 Ghosts.
Anyway,
We 4 weeks in, we haven't talked about the best or the blockbuster plug.
Blockbuster plug.
Have you seen? You've not noticed the wonky CGI when they go in on the Mr. Price peon that had set up traps in the house.
we haven't even talked about that guy that's like eating a sandwich and smoking a cigarette in equal measures.
Yeah, in that scene, there, right in the foreground, apparently it wasn't visible enough, so they had to use CGI to come up with 2 blockbuster videotapes stacked on top of each other for product placement.
What if that was the first use of CGI to get blockbuster branding in a shitty movie?
Instead of the openings to Amazing Stories or the wonderful Genesis device scene from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
That was CGI, huh?
Yeah.
Well, damn it. Now I don't even remember seeing Blockbuster. Guys, this is maybe the movie I've paid the least amount of attention to.
I'm going to guess between your outbursts from earlier that you may have a 5th chance to see it.
This? I don't know, friend. We'll see.
Do we have anything to say about this?
I got a couple. Does it ever reconcile the logic of the serious question? I don't know if I've just missed this in our 4 viewings of it, but so it's made clear that Allie Larder's character is pretending to be her boss, who got the original invitation. Right?
Yes.
And goes by her name and shows up there and is acting like her boss. Does it ever square away why the house still insists on killing her, even though it's not the intended recipient of the invite, as well as Ty Diggs, who says he's adopted? Why does it?
That's why they survived.
No, they don't. That's what I thought, but they only survive because the ghost of Chris Kattan comes in and thwarts the ghost at the end. They were as good as toast.
But that's why, because it's not till he screams, "I was adopted," that all of a sudden Chris Kattan appears and raises the window up.
That was so stupid. It's
Chris
so
Kattan would not have a
so
beard.
fucking stupid and whack.
It's so fucking stupid. But I mean, I'll take that, but that seems like a stretch because why wouldn't the ghost? Just be
That's the stretch.
my bad, my bad. Sorry, guys. Like it
No.
still took Chris Kattan to interfere. to
Chris
get the-
Kattan plus the sun saved them.
The sun? Who's
Yes.
the sun?
It got hit by the sun and was like,
Oh,
oh, no.
Earth. Yeah, the sun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the son of one of the people. No,
Okay.
the source of all life on this planet.
I'm gonna say sketchy logic at best for that. How they square that.
whole movie is
Why include that at all? Why include that at all?
I guess you'd have to ask Dick. Beeb. E.
Why have him say I'm adopted and why have her pretending to be another person if you're just gonna have Chris Kattan save the day?
That's why he saved the day.
That Kattan looks so bad.
I didn't know
That
I
has that has to be like a
Moranis.
final pickup. Yeah.
They got Moranis out of retirement for this.
I tried to get you to listen to the director commentary on your watch along today. He does explain, and if you go online and look for the edited scenes, it's that one woman who I cannot think who she is. What's her name? I think she was in. It doesn't matter. She shows up with Jeffrey
Is it
Combs.
Veronica Vaughn?
No. She's in one of the edited scenes, and she shows up. I think it's one of the chicks from The Craft. Shows up, and she's buying the house, and the real estate agent is Jeffrey Combs.
That's right.
So he gets her in the end.
When? What?
It's
happened?
It's edited for brevity. Malone said we don't need that.
But you
But
did.
But she does.
But cut that and put more of the roller coaster in. Fucking love
Lisa
that.
Loeb needs her airtime.
Oh,
I started taking notes in anticipation of giving you guys a quiz, and I was going to do total gay jokes. And I was going to count them. Next time I saw, I was going to say, do you know the actual name of Pritchard? Because they do say it. How many shaking heads do we see on screen? Oh, here's one.
All
Because I
of
did
them.
time this one. And Aaron, a couple weeks ago, I think maybe the first or second viewing, you mentioned the when they go in the basement and there's the skeletons and
The bodies.
the bodies
scene.
exhibit.
Yeah.
So there is a part where we first see them when Chris Kattan struggles with the lights and turns them on, and we see the really shocking vision of these things, and he says something like, "Oh, these things, yeah, those are fun," or whatever. And then your complaint, which should be everyone's complaint, is like, "Why are they here? What are these doing here? Why would they leave these in the house after all these years?" 28 seconds of silence goes by after he turns on the lights, and you see those, and they're walking the hall. I counted this. 28 seconds goes by where no one says a word, and they could have put any sort of ADR or any kind of whatever to just be like, yeah, we were going to get rid of them, but blah, blah, blah. Or maybe even more creepy, like, we've tried to get rid of them, we just can't. Like, there's no... He makes mention of them to bring them to our attention of, yeah, that's fucked up, why are they there? And they could have done anything while we just watch these people walk quietly through a hallway.
Yeah.
you
They sure could have.
don't know how to build suspense and dread.
It was Debbie Mazar Corcos.
Oh,
Henry Hill's. It was Henry Hill's mistress from Goodfellas. That's who you would recognize her from.
Didn't.
She played the real, not Sarah, whatever name she was supposed to be going by.
Yeah. Okay. Ginny Jasmine or something. It was some like 2 J's.
Sure.
An alliterated name.
Yeah, half the characters of this movie have alliterated names like they're Marvel characters.
Yes. Pritchard's real name was Watson, by the way. That was an answer I had for your guys' quiz.
Watson Pritchard.
I'm done.
Okay.
Which one's Pritchard?
Pritchett. Exactly.
Chris Kattan.
Pritchett. Yeah,
Okay.
Pritchett. Watson. Pritchett Watson or Watson Pritchett. I don't.
Little monkey boy.
What else you guys got for this one?
Nothing. We're done. We're done here.
I've got nothing new to add to the conversation. It's still a terrible movie.
Wahoo! All right. Well, which one of these terrible fucking movies are we going to watch again? Let's find out right now. We're going to count down from 3 to 1. We're going to give you the movie that eats the buckle that we're going to watch again next week. Gentlemen, you ready?
Yes.
I haven't made up my mind.
Just go with your gut, man. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
House of
House of the Dead.
Dead.
House of Haunted Dead. Who said what?
I
Did we
said
not-
House of the Dead.
Okay.
I said
thought-
House of the Dead.
Okay.
I said House of the Haunted Dead.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
I did. We'll play it back.
Do we have to watch them both again?
No.
What if we all said House of the Haunted Dead and we had to watch them both again?
Much like the main actor in House of the Dead after Liberty dies, we have to watch them both again.
Well, look, to me, there was no question, and I think House on Haunted Hill was skating by because, like I said last week, it's not bad. It's not good, but it was just going up against things that were just slightly better than it, and it was waiting for its turn. I can't believe it got this far, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't remember it being this bad, and I own it.
It's
I
bad.
honestly liked it enough to buy it.
Yeah, first week
On
I can't
Blu-ray.
remember- I can't remember what it even went up against the first week, but I remember. The goat movie, which
Black Sheep.
yeah, that didn't
That was
stand a chance.
great.
But as I was watching, I was like, yeah, clearly Black Sheep's better, but like this isn't gonna go beyond week 2. It just kept kind of just not being good enough. But this was not even a question. I know you guys had some enjoyment from House of the Dead, but Jesus Christ. My prediction is House of the Dead could go 6 weeks.
I predict I am going to have a total reversal of opinion when I watch it more sober.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't imagine watching this movie sober. I wouldn't have to get more fucked up.
I feel like as much as I don't like House on Haunted Hill, yeah, it's not a train wreck like House of the Dead is. And even though, like I said, it's enjoying while being terrible, it's definitely the worst movie between the two.
This will be my question going forward for the next 5 movies this faces.
Yeah.
Were there cut-ins of a video game? No? Okay, this is better. And that should be everyone's guiding star for what the fuck we're about to watch.
Now, I do have to let you in on a little game that I've come up with because next week is March.
Next week is
And-
March. This is correct.
And we always in March celebrate, and I don't know if it's trademarked like the big game. I'm sure it is.
Big tournament.
But the big tournament is coming up.
The madness.
Yes, the madness.
The
So
craziness.
so you're actually going to have a reprieve from House of the Dead.
Oh, thank goodness. What are you about to do to it? What's happening?
Well,
here?
don't thank me yet
Oh, I don't know. I'm not thinking. I'm just curious.
because I'm clicking share screen.
Uh-oh.
And Eat the Buckle proudly presents the Don Doler March of Madness.
The what?
The Don Doler
What?
March of Madness.
March of Madness. Okay.
Don
Who's
Doler
Don Doler?
is a director, as you can see, and this will be on Blue Sky, from Baltimore, Maryland.
gonna say I see the Maryland flag. Okay.
And there are at least 3 movies of his that are technically horror movies. There's actually more than that, but for the case of this experiment, we're watching 3 movies and we're doing 4 weeks of it in which we have to see them all against each other so that we can finally figure out which is the most ridiculous horror movie out of these 3 movies.
Okay.
The Alien Factor, Night Beast, and the Galaxy Invader.
the Alien Factor. Those are just titles of X-Files episodes, I'm pretty sure.
There is actually, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, do you remember Lord Kimboat?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, it's been a while since we watched X-Files during COVID, but
Yeah, it's been 6 years.
there will be a side-by-side comparison of Lord Kimboat and an alien from the Alien Factor.
Okay. Oh, all right. I look forward to this.
I'm a little mad.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I told you I had one stipulation. Why isn't this Eat the Buckle proudly presents the Don Doler in the mouth of the March of Madness?
Oh, I will. Well, all right. This is just, I forgot.
We're spitballing.
Okay.
I will add in the mouth of March of Madness.
Buckle proudly presents the Don Doler in the mouth
March of Madness.
Madness.
In the mouth of March of Madness.
Presented by
Presented by that one rest stop in Maryland that we always stop at on the way to the beach.
Okay, well, hey, are these movies readily available and where can we see them? Do we know that yet?
Yeah. These movies are easily available on Blu-ray. So that's the quality that you're getting. Never mind the fact that Drive-In Massacre, which I own, is also on Blu-ray. Night Beast is on Shudder still. Because I think it might have been on Joe Bob a year or 2 ago.
Well, then I've seen it.
Yeah. Oh, you'll remember when you see the monster. The monster in that is very recognizable.
Well, I, for one, can't wait. I love a little mini tournament, and if it keeps me from watching Uwe Boll's horse shit.
It's just going to hang above your head.
It's the new Devil's gift.
Just going to hang above your head like that kid at the grocery store.
You know, this quality time of community and communion with you two gentlemen has got me over that.
I was going to say, didn't do any wonders for your psychosis.
No, I'm good now. I feel great. I'm one with.
You're just happy that House of the Dead didn't win.
No, I have to watch it again.
That's true.
I mean, I had to go with my heart and my gut. I really did. I thought about sabotaging this because I thought after you started talking about it, Aaron, I was like, he's going to go for House on Haunted Hill, and I could sabotage this so that I don't have to watch House of the Dead and go against my heart and my mind and the premise of this show and vote against it. But,
so you didn't want to say House on the Haunted Dead too?
Correct.
Oh.
I mean, just so I didn't have to watch it again. But I've never done that before. Voted against my heart, but I almost did. But I'm glad I didn't.
Well, Josh and I are going to plead the fifth.
Mm.
And on that bombshell,
I know you two motherfuckers. I'll get my mulligan at some point. All right, folks, that's our show. Check us out. Hey, you know what? I did the intro without flubbing.
You did.
Let's see if I can do the outro. Check us out on Blue Sky at BucklePod and email us at bluepod.
That always gets you. It's bucklepod@gmail.com.
Save some room for next week.
Smash that like button, smash that fave button, repost and comment, and tell us your thoughts.
Laugh at Jared at the grocery store Please.
like a real laugh, like a not a.
How will you know? How
Laugh.
will you know?
Laugh with him, not at him.
He's under
Bye.
pressure.
Buckle buddies.
Bye.
Okay.
Say au revoir. Say au revoir.
Au revoir.
It's completely unnatural. It's fucking genius.